What if you could make a 5-minute cinematic video from a rough idea, no prompting, no clip assembling, no jumping between tools, just describing what you want through a conversation and watching it come to life scene by scene? That is exactly what OpenArt Director does. And after spending time inside it, I kept finding myself thinking this is what vibe directing feels like. Not prompting, not editing, just directing through chat. Let me show you what that actually means in practice. So here's the problem with AI video right now. Creating anything beyond a short clip requires a fragmented and exhausting workflow. You generate images frame by frame, turn them into clips one at a time, create additional shots separately, stitch everything together in editing software. Most people give up before the finished product looks anything like the idea they started with. OpenArt Director replaces that entire fragmented process with one unified creative environment. You open it at OpenArt, and instead of facing a prompt box or a complicated timeline, you are in a conversation. You describe your idea. Director responds. You react to what comes back. You refine, redirect, and shape the story through chat exactly the way a filmmaker gives feedback on set. Stories, characters, voices, visual styles, and brand elements all managed as a single project from beginning to end. Let me walk you through what this actually looks like. You start with whatever you have a rough concept, a mood, a character idea, a single line of dialogue. Director acts as a creative collaborator that helps develop your idea into a structured story. It fills in missing details, strengthens character arcs, connects scenes, and builds a complete narrative before generation even begins. You are not wrestling with parameters or manually piecing together shots. You are having a creative conversation and making directorial decisions in real time. Once the story is developed, Director generates cinematic video up to 5 minutes long as a single continuous piece. Not a few seconds. Not a disconnected series of clips you have to manually assemble. 5 minutes of coherent narrative video in one generation. For anyone who has tried to create long-form AI video content before and hit the wall of inconsistency and fragmentation, the capability alone is genuinely different from anything else available right now. The consistency across scenes is one of the things that stood out most to me. Characters stay visually identical from scene to scene. Voices stay consistent throughout. Visual style, brand elements, and aesthetic choices carry through the entire video without you having to manage it manually. This is what makes actual storytelling possible with AI video, not just impressive individual clips, but a coherent narrative that holds together from beginning to end. The multimodal input is also worth spending time on. You can bring text, images, video, audio, music, and voice all into the same project. Assign unique voices to individual characters, generate new ones, upload references, or use your own voice and they stay consistent throughout the entire video. It supports over 8 languages with phoneme-level lip sync, including English, Mandarin, Japanese, Korean, Spanish, French, German, and Portuguese. For creators producing content across different markets, this level of language and lip sync support is a serious capability. The style range is equally impressive. Realistic, 3D animation, anime, stop motion, documentary, any visual style you can describe, Director can execute. Short films, music videos, product ads, UGC content, brand identity spots, explainers. Micro dramas, the format flexibility means this is genuinely useful across completely different creator types and use cases. There is also a timeline-based shot editor for when you want precise control rather than conversational refinement. So you are not locked into the chat workflow. You can drop into professional level editing when the creative direction is set and the precision work needs to happen. Both modes available in the same environment. What makes this feel like vibe directing to me, and I keep coming back to that phrase because it is the most accurate description, is that you are not thinking about the technical execution at all. You are thinking about the story, the feeling, the character, the scene, and Director handles everything between that creative intention and the finished video. It is the closest thing to actually directing that AI has produced so far. For solo creators who want to produce professional quality narrative content without a team or budget. For marketers who need campaign videos with consistent brand identity across every scene. For musicians who want music videos that actually tell a story. For anyone who has had an idea for a short film and no way to execute it, OpenArt Director launched June 23rd and the link is in the description. Go to openart.ai/suite/director. Start a conversation. See what your idea becomes when you stop prompting and start directing.